Hey guys, it's Main here. I got another account review to go for Idleon. Looks like I got another comment person asking for just some general account progression. I asked if there's anything in particular he wanted to look at, and I did get some things he wanted to go ahead and grind through. So today we have, at least on his, at least Discord's one name, but I'll go by his character's first name, Sanders. I'm assuming is what he's trying to spell out. Anyways, we have his account review. Let's go ahead and look at what he has to say. Hey, I came across your YouTube and was wondering if you could review my IT. I feel like our accounts are very close, so I thought it'd be very interesting to see. He said, I'm comparing myself to others. I think my damage may be a little low. I find pushing World 6 pretty long now and Prince 2. I just redid Log Prince yesterday and Ores, Fish, Flies a week ago. But I want to get more atoms. I still don't have Dude. Sad. Any tips are welcome. I'm currently doing level 13 Mob Vials with active ES. Okay, so maybe needs a little help in damage. Maybe needs some help with skilling, trying to get his Prince up. So I've done a lot of focus on stamps in some of the videos. I feel like I spend quite a lot of time talking about stamps. So I'll start somewhere else today. I'll just sort of look at his characters, kind of see what he has going for himself. So looks like he does have prayers maxed. So if he needs skilling, prayers would be a good first thing to look at. Let me just go to World 3. Let's go to prayers, see if they're maxed out. Yeah, skilled dimwit's the big one for skilling, obviously. You want to get this maxed out because it gives you skill efficiency. If you're going for skilling prints, you really don't care about skill EXP gains, so you want to max this out because this is a massive boost to skill efficiency. Secondarily, you also want Zerg Rush again, maxed out. It's unlocked at wave 121 in Glove of Gorefest, and it gives you AFK gain rate, perhaps one of the best stats in the game, so absolutely get that maxed out along with Skilled Dimwit. It'll be in a good place for prints. Additionally, if you aren't hitting the 90% cap, you can find another construction tool here, the printer sample rate, printer sample rate 90%. If you aren't hitting that, you need to equip Royal Sampler. This is one of the easiest ways to increase your sample size is to make sure you just have 90%. So IE or Toolbox does have a great way to show that. You can see you have 90%. This character is 89.9%, so you're missing 0.1%, which probably doesn't matter that much for Prince, but I mean, you should probably find a way to cap that out. Since you are since this isn't on Divine Knight, you have an easy way to do that. If you go to your character, was it Cap Mountain Clam or something? So you're not running Royal Sampler, which is fine. But I want to look at talents here real quick. Okay, yeah, you can put a point or two into this. You'll probably get the 0.1% that we have 90% on your sample for that character. It'll help very minorly, but getting 90% is something very, very easy for you to do. It takes almost little investment, so may as well put a point or two here just to make sure you get 90%. Let's see, apart from that, looks like you wanted mostly logs. Well, you still want to get more atoms. Okay, atom gain in general, so let's look at that. The biggest thing for me when I was focusing on getting atom gain is I used Alchemy. Alchemy is the way to get high print samples, and it looks like you are well on the way. So for those of you who don't know, Alchemy does have a lot of skilling specific bubbles that are very important if you're trying to hit as high prints as you can. So for logs, I recently hit 1 billion logs, so actually in that fact I'm a little bit behind you, but I've been working on it a little bit more. I wanted to get my bubbles up to 90%, the important skilling bubbles. So for mage, those would be mage's best because it increases the effect of small bubble bonuses by 2.8%, and it increases even further if you look at like 95%, for example, or 99. Well, I mean, like 97 probably is more feasible than 99. But yeah, eventually this will increase the bonuses of all the small bubbles you get, which also should impact Severe Purple, which increases skilling bubbles even further. So you have a multiplier on top of a multiplier for just being a mage class. So definitely something you want to focus on if you're trying to get skilling prints up is getting these bubbles up to 90%. So for example, the specific ones being mage's best, Hocus Chopus, Labrain tools. After that, I believe is Severe Purple. Yeah, Severe Purple, and then Tree Sleeper. Ooh, that's a big one. If you want your samples to be even higher, definitely upgrade Tree Sleeper because this is chopping AFK gain rate. Like I said, this is scaled by Mage's Best, so the actual 10.33% it's saying here would actually be almost close to a 30% chopping AFK gain rate. So once you get this up to 90%, it looks like you're probably on the way to do that. Once you get this up to 90%, you'll see your chopping gains increase by quite a lot. Another thing you can also do, I'm not sure if you have these all already, but you do need Divine Scarf. Divine Scarf gives you all AFK gains. Looks like you don't have it on all your characters yet, which, I mean, it's understandable. It's, I mean, actually, not understandable. You should really be getting this. It's a really easy thing to craft. If you have high drop rate, getting 2 Lucky Lads is actually pretty easy. End game, at least. So some of your characters don't have this yet. So your V-Man needs this, your DK needs this, your other DK needs this. But for the most part, your log prints look to be good because you do have a Divine Scarf on all your other characters. So you have that there. And it looks like you do have some keychains that are pretty good for all AFK gains. Your tools are also looking pretty good. I don't like that you have Skewered Snake here. I mean, it's good that you got that from the drop, but you can probably get a better... I really want to say you can probably get a better tool if you upgrade this to, I don't know, like Marble-Glass or Dreadlow. But it looks like you're on the right path. You are upgrading your tools quite a lot. It looks like you have almost everyone in Divine or Molten Plus gear, except this character, except your V-Man. I don't know what's going on here. I think all stats might be a little bit better than the chopping efficiency this gives you. I think it's very minor, the differences here. So, I mean, I would recommend, if anything, try to just upgrade your V-Man a little bit better. I think you're quite obviously trying to, like, I don't know, based off the setup, I think you're trying to level up chopping. So I hope that's what your character's doing. Yeah, it looks like he's leveling up chopping. Okay, that's fine. You only have to do that. I imagine you probably have... okay, you do have gear. Okay, yeah. You do have gear just in your inventory, so ignore me. And plus, you have... Yeah. You have Lucky Lads. Go ahead and unlock your... unlock your Divine Scarf. Because you yeah, for sure. You lose the 5% mop respawn, but you get 25% all AFK gain. Actually, you get mop respawn. So this is just a straight upgrade. You just need to level up your character a little bit more. I think it's probably what I'm missing. Yeah, get him to 425. That way you're able to equip the Divine Scarf. This would increase just your, just generally. If you need to do anything with these characters, this would be a great thing to do to try to upgrade your Scarf to this. So yeah, definitely go ahead and do that. That would help your prints for V-Man speedrun. It would help your ore prints for your DK here. Generally, just good practice to do that. It looks like you also have everyone in World 4 Splicers. I'm jealous. I need to work on that. So yeah, good job. My only other suggestion, probably try to upgrade your tools more. I know you're already in Dreadlow. Try to upgrade everyone into Marble-Glass if you can. I don't know what if you're able to or not. I don't think you are. Some of your characters you can, some of them you can't. But I'd try to upgrade them if you can. Try to get their skilling up, that way you're able to equip Marble-Glass. Also, that's probably the reason you have the snake pickaxe on this guy. Just try to upgrade mining a little bit. That way you can upgrade to Dreadlow Marble-Glass. That way you have more stats available. Good. Okay. I think it's pretty good with skilling. I do want to look at stamps as well because you can get some pretty easy ones. Yeah, okay. Multi-tool stamp, I would try to use both your Gilded Stamp and Stamp Producer to try to upgrade this. My goal for you would be try to hit 200. It's feasible. I'm about to hit it today when my daily thing goes off because I'll have a Gilded Stamp plus 60% cost reduction. No, looking at the wrong one. I should have enough. I might have enough inventory space today or tomorrow to hit 190. Actually, sorry, no, not 200. Probably shoot for 190. 190 is pretty feasible. Yeah, you'll be able to have enough inventory space to hit the dust mote reduction once it hits 60% or 80%, whatever, and be able to upgrade your stamp even more. The base skill efficiency is pretty nice. It does get scaled by the stamp doubler from, I believe, Lab, and non-misc bonuses if you have the pristine charm and sneaking. So this will increase as well. Yeah, generally, apart from that, you should have the Jade Emporium upgrade for the stamp level exemption. So the base efficiency here is really going to get scaled as well. So if you do have the spare resources, try to upgrade these stamps whenever you can. Just the base skill efficiency. Multi-tool stamp is going to take priority of pretty much everything. And you do have some pretty good levels in just about everything else. You have level 200 crystalline, you have level 92 golden apple stamp. So golden apple stamp, yeah, this is pretty good. The other thing you can look at is probably increasing your base stats through stamps. I don't know how much money you have, but you can probably upgrade these stamps a little bit more stat graph than Stat Wall Street. These are base stats, so these will massively increase your not only your damage but also your skilling for World 1, World 3, or World 1, World 2, really, because they scale a lot more effectively based off your stats than other skills do, like Lab, for example. I don't think Lab actually, I really don't know how Lab works in terms of skilling, but your Wisdom does impact your efficiency quite a lot for chopping. It should increase it by quite a lot. So I'd recommend trying to upgrade these if you can. Just minor upgrades. It'll increase your damage, but also should increase your skilling efficiency as well. Yep. Okay. Apart from that, anything else? Damage might be a little low. Okay. Let's go back to your characters real quick and see what you got. Okay, so you have your weapons upgraded. My only nitpick thing here would be the Sparky Marble staff for your Bubo. This isn't the best in slot staff because the reach on the staff is very long, so it's the procs you have on Auspicious Aura are very unreliable if you're trying to do cranium cooking. So I would not use this for active cranium cooking farming on your Bubo. I think you probably know this. I just want to double check. Yeah, you do have stingers, so you're probably just AFK on this character, so that's fine. So it looks like you're probably already aware of that issue. You're probably just trying to upgrade to that. But for anyone who's watching, generally the meta on Bubo right now is to not actually, sorry about that, little Photoshop thing here. The meta on Bubo is not to equip a staff, but rather to equip something like the stingers, which have a very low range, because as you can see, when I get close to an enemy, it'll proc Auspicious Aura, and you'll see eventually when it hits rotation, you see it pops the aura right next to him, and that helps get you more kills in cranium cooking. But since Lava introduced this update, there's a new staff, the Magnifique Godcaster, which has a low range, so it's fantastic for Bubo, and it gives drop chance, which, you know, if you hit a certain threshold, is actually a break point for getting more money on Bubo. So generally, try to get low reach weapons. So if you don't have the resources to get the Godcaster staff, then Stingers work just fine. In fact, as you can see, Bubo is my highest damage character. You have 340 trillion, but you know I have the wings, whatever. So yeah, looks like you're on your way to getting damage. I just upgrade your tools if you want more damage. I'd upgrade your weapons, your gear, do all that, and specifically for stamps, upgrade any base or damage stamps that you can. Base Wisdom is probably the best. Or, you know, base stats is probably the best way to go about it. So like I said, stat graph stamp, stat Wall Street, capitalist stat stamp, book stamp. Where's the other one? Right here, intellectus stamp. So if you can expend some Uzi souls here, you can upgrade your wisdom by quite a lot as well, increase your damage of your Bubo by quite a lot. And then cauldrons, if you want more damage as well, try to focus on power, try 1, try 2, and try 3. These are total damage based off of your wisdom. And then this is totally optional. I do it. Again, you don't have to. If you are able to hourly click these bubbles for base stats, I would highly recommend it because it skyrockets your alchemy. I've been doing it for quite a while. I am fortunate because I do work from home, so I'm able to do this occasionally. I do just hourly click this, and my bubbles have increased by quite a lot. As you can see, I have quite high bubbles. But again, this is a strategy that would make you go insane if you try to play this game nonchalantly or kind of like on the side. So it's not for everyone. If you get down to it, once you finish atoming all the important skilling bubbles, I would then focus on getting things like Big P. Where is it? Yeah, Big P is also another good one. I believe some of the gods give you damage as one of their minor link bonuses. Actually, we can check right now. Let's go to World 5. Let's see. I guess the Blessing would be what I'm looking at. Actually, yeah. So Cattle Croc, Flutterbiss, they give you total damage. Novasect is generally just the best for portal kills, but no, it's not. It's not the Blessing. It's a minor link bonus. I can't remember what the minor link bonus is for these gods, but Generally, for skilling, Big P is a really good bubble because you are able to link to some of the gods and they give you AFK gains for all activities. So upgrade Big P if you can, because it'll increase the minor link bonus you get from the gods. You said you don't have Doot, so you have to do this manually. But the god passive you get from those gods are increased. Once you hit 90% capacity, it's 1.45. So try to atom this up to 90%, which is 540 or something, I believe, is the level cap. Atom this to 540 if you can. That way you get the higher bonus you get from the minor link, which will increase your print size when you do your prints, when you do resample with your god respec, whatever. Yep, there's that. And then if you can expend the bits for these, some weapon power is good. It's not going to be the biggest bonus, but it is something you can do. The other thing I want to look at is Diamond Chef, cooking in general. But Diamond Chef, I can see this is pretty low. I know with all the buffs World 6 got, cooking has become a lot easier. But if you want more cooking speed, we'll look at cooking in a second, but cooking is one way you can definitely increase your damage by quite a lot. And because this is low, I'm assuming your cooking is probably not that great. Looks like you have E42. Okay, forgive me. Looks like you have a lot of your meals maxed out. But it looks like you have a lot of, actually, do a passive your cooking. If you want damage and skilling, do your cooking, because a lot of these actually don't take any time at all. You just need to, honestly, all you need to do is just put them on the first kitchen for a second and they will gain progress. You'll be able to level these up like a few levels. If anything, I'd probably use a few ladles, probably take like a stack of 20 per meal, use it on these and upgrade them. I'd probably go for the more important ones first, like meal cooking speed. So upgrade soda, upgrade burn marshmallow, upgrade other cookie ones you have. I think you have most of them. Double cherry, upgrade double cherry for meal cooking speed, and then go through and upgrade the damage bubbles, upgrade sorry, not bubbles, the damage meals, so massive fig, and then go for skilling if you can as well. So whipped cocoa, what's another good one? I think you might, rice ball is another one. Once you upgrade the Jade Emporium upgrade to get level 70 meals, go back, do do egg, do cabbage, do corn dog. You know the drill by now. And then just go through and do that. So if you're looking for damage, upgrade the damage ones. If you're looking for skill efficiency, upgrade the skill efficiency ones. If you need more meal cooking speed, upgrade the meal cooking speed ones. But yeah, if you do, like I, have issues with cooking eventually, upgrade Diamond Chef, because this bonus, it'll appear stagnant at 1.28 or 1.29 or 1.3 for a while. Idleon Toolbox doesn't do a good job of showing the actual bonuses you do get from them. So if you upgrade Diamond Chef, it actually does have an impact noticeably on your cooking speed. So if you spend like 20 atoms on this, you'll see your meal cooking speed increase by probably another factor of 10, probably, because this is generally a really low Diamond Chef level, actually. You want this probably in the thousands. This is probably something I'm going to be going for once I finish my skilling focus for the next week or two. Good. Yeah. Cauldrons, looks like you haven't done much cooking for Bubo. You haven't done much cranium cooking. I'm going to look at your equinox real quick. And okay, you do have matching skims maxed out. You have liquid vestment maxed out. Looks like you're focusing on probably faux jewels, which is good. And yeah, okay. So yeah, you got the damage thing here. The more important thing here is liquid vestment. It's probably the most broken upgrade you can get for Equinox, apart from just the damage multiplier of matching skims. But liquid vestment is incredibly important for generally just pushing for alchemy, because you are able to upgrade the cap and rate of each of the cauldrons, and the other cauldron that's right here that doesn't show, but the fourth cauldron. Vials. Okay, looks like your vials are doing pretty good. You don't have some of the World 6 vials level 13 yet. That is unfortunate. Actually, that is crazy. That is a crazy increase. Wow. I want to get that as soon as possible. And you have Ball Pickle Jar. That's pretty good. But yeah, you have some of your bubbles up to some of your vials up to level 13s. That's pretty good. I would recommend trying. Try to get some of the earlier vials up to 13. Especially the vial here for material cost or stamps. It'll make your stamp upgrading even easier. Definitely try to get this as soon as you can. Because like I said, I'm a very big fan of stamps, And if you don't have this already, I'd highly recommend doing it. Makes your stamp upgrading even easier. Stamps are great for all stages of the game, beginning, middle, end. If you need something to focus on, you don't know what to focus on, stamps is always something you can go back to. Highly recommend upgrading this. That way you're able to upgrade multi-tool stamp even more. Yep. I found that these bubbles were the easiest to upgrade for me. The Ladybug Serum, the Cauliflish, and the Fireflies were pretty easy for me to upgrade. I say easy, it took me a few days, but I did get these up to 13, just if you want some more bonuses. Good. Okay. And you do have that 13. I'm jealous. I'm working on that right now. Yeah. Cool. And you are progressing this right now. It looks like you're pretty much, you're just a little bit behind me, but I am upgrading this as well. I'm upgrading Peculiar Vial. Yeah. What I'd focus on just in the future for you, definitely upgrade Emoji Veggie if you can. Yeah, it looks, well, I mean, you are doing that, so get that to Gilded as soon as you can. And then Hard Rush Peculiar Vial, get that to Gilded if you can as well. You can progress this. I find probably getting Liquid Regenerate is important for me. That way I can start really focusing on things like grind time later in the game. So yeah, we generally focus this pretty good. Okay, yeah. If you do want more damage, try to Eclipse World 3, World 4 if you can. Yeah, it's just multiplicative damage. It's pretty good. You'll find it's pretty easy to eclipse some of the later World 6 guys, just generally because of the portal count, like the kills it requires. You'll be able to eclipse these quite easily if you're trying to progress World 6. You and I we're pretty much stuck at Sky Doggy Spirits for quite a while. You're probably going to be eclipsing this pretty soon when you try to progress the game. But easiest things to do, probably go back, eclipse World 3. You should be good there. And if you need damage, easy thing to do. Well, you can equip Beefy for real, but it does decrease your total defense. But I mean, ignore that. Actually, just keep Balance of Pain on. The best thing for pushing right there. If you need damage and you don't want multi-kill, just swap off Balance of Pain, go for Beefy for real. I mean, there's really niche scenarios where you want to do that. So I mean, yeah, just something to throw out there. This gives multiplicative damage, so you can try to equip that if you really need it. Yep. All right. And breeding. How are your territories doing? Okay, so you're doing all right in territories. There's no real issues there. And those are the weird ones. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And that's another big one here is probably skilling. I would try to get a total level of 1,000 pretty much all of these, just so you have easier time leveling up the rest of your skills. Also, cooking is surprisingly a very easy one to do. Just use green balloons on your characters that have low cooking levels. I was able to get this level 500, and I think that unlocked the all skill efficiency for me. That was one of the easiest things to do. It's just, if you need skill efficiency, this is a great way to do it. Let's go through here. Also, that reminds me, the islets. Not Trash Island, Shimmer. Okay, yeah, looks like you're doing the good thing. So skill efficiency for Shimmer is probably one of the better things you can do. So you're upgrading that. If you need damage, you can try to focus that a little bit more. But skill efficiency is just the best one to do, just generally. And the last thing to look at for damage really would be this. And it looks like you have... It says it's doubled, so to me that means it's not... You don't have Eldritch of this, but I don't know. I've been fooled by the UI before. If you don't have Eldritch artifacts, I'd highly recommend unlocking Eldritch artifacts as soon as you can. Your main focus should be Faster Tusk first, or Foe's Tusk first, and then go for AD Tablet. If you need skill efficiency, Frost Relic. If you need damage, Crystal Stake is a big one. Obviously, getting Ancient or Eldritch Fury Relic is very important. So, absolutely, try to go for those when you can. I want to see you do have them. I think the UI is just a little weird because it says its main artifact is doubled, which tells me it's probably actually Ancient, but whatever. And yeah, I suppose one thing I want to look at, what actually is your damage? What is it? Okay, Yeah, you're hitting the trillions. Let's look at all your characters. So trillions, 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 almost trillions. Well, you are in the trillions, just not massive trillions. Yeah. Then you're probably in the scaling preset here, so this is a little bit false. Yeah. Your damage is lower than mine. I imagine that's probably in part due to our alchemy difference, just how much I've been hourly clicking these bubbles. But absolutely something you want to do is, if you are able, hourly clicking. If you aren't able, that's completely fine. I understand. I, it, I'll speak to it. It's pretty good. Also, look at this. I would probably go back, finish your Philibro upgrades. Yeah. I don't think at this point in the game there's any reason why these shouldn't be all maxed out. I mean, it's pretty easy things to do. I mean, defense is defense. I mean, yeah, whatever. But skilling XP and class XP are pretty good if you're trying to like level up. And like I said, if you're, I would recommend trying to push level 1000 in all of your skills, all the like World 1 and World 3 skills if you can, just because you are. It's important for the Rift upgrade at the very least for printer output. That way, eventually you'll be able to wean off of Royal Sampler, get even more skilling XP, and just class XP is pretty nice. That way you can level up your characters faster. And yeah, that's the rest of that. Oh, it does show here. Okay. You do have some good golden food bonus, but you're kind of on your way to getting some of the things unlocked here, so that's good. And looks like you are just missing some of the constellations. So yeah, I'd probably go back, do some of the constellations if you can, some of the easier ones. I saw you had some from World 3 that were incomplete, and I think this is World 2. AFK here on 30 hours and 3 players, AFK 40 hours and 3 players. So yeah, those are easy points to get, and you'll be able to upgrade your constellations even further. So try to do that. When you get your weekly reset, go ahead, complete the Giant Leak one. This is pretty easy as well. It's also 7 points there. So I'd highly recommend doing that. You are missing out on the Bean Bee Major, which is more golden food bonus. And if you're able to reach the multi-kill per tier, also pretty good for pushing. So that's my recommendation. Also, you don't have this. This is a big one. The big star sign for Seraph. This one right here. The star sign bonuses per summoning level. This is pretty huge. As this scales into the future, when we get more summoning levels, this is going to be really, really big. So you want to unlock this pretty much as soon as possible. I mean, generally, it's a really good upgrade as far as I can see. So absolutely try to push star signs, unlock the earlier ones. A really hard focus trying to unlock this is my suggestion. But I mean, overall, I mean, once you're at this stage in the game, it's a lot of nitpicking to try to progress your account, get more damage, get more skilling. It's a combination of all the little things that you haven't done up until this point. So I'd go back, really focus on trying to flesh out World 1, World 2, specifically, obviously the stamps. And I forgot to check one thing. You have all Onyx. Perfect. So let's go there. Yeah, try to flesh out your stamps a little bit more, specifically the skilling ones. If you are able, try to spend some of the gilded stamps and the stamp reduction, the oxygen atom sort of daily collection. Upgrade your multi-tool stamp if you can. Then go back, just overall level up your stamps where you have the resources to upgrade them, either money or resource-wise if you're capped out on them. Specifically, the stat stamps would be pretty good for you because generally that'll increase your chopping and mining efficiency, and it'll increase your damage as well, as it's kind of a double fold. So the stat stamps would be an absolute focus for you. And then if you are able to expend some of your resources, wait a few days to upgrade the multi-tool stamp. And like I said, the big one would be getting a level 13 vial for the Tremor Worms resource. That way you have reduced stamp cost reduction. Absolutely go back and do that. You'll find yourself probably skyrocketing in prints pretty soon, and damage as well. They'll probably help you as well. And just a general account bonus as well. Try to get everyone into Divine Scarf. It's just the best in slot scarf. I don't think you can beat it pretty much any tier of the game. So absolutely go back and do that if you can. And I think this should be good for you. Should be good things to focus on. Hopefully it'll help you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Discord again. I'll be able to help you there. Thanks. Have a great day.